Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome to another video. We're in our finals Guild War tournament match against Huyen Toy. I think that's how you pronounce it. I totally probably butchered that. That's what Google said. Blame Google. But here, I just figured I'd show you guys my 10 wings. Whenever I see Molly, I like to bring in the Copper Dozer. It's definitely a huge risk because you have a chance of glancing with the Molly on the field. But here we'll definitely target the Triana first, then we'll target the Molly, and then 3v1 versus the Suiki shouldn't be a problem. Just my thought process. I like to do it. Don't expect it to always go well for you. This is G1 Guild Wars, so for me in particular, I really enjoy G1 just because of the fact that you're not seeing the meta teams, you're not having to have 5, 6, 7 Tessarions built just to counter things. So I like to see that there's a little bit of a mix up in what everybody has as defenses as well as what people choose to use as offenses. So like here LV5 with a Triana with a Tessarion, I figure okay, no big deal, bring in a light tank and bring in a couple of heals to keep him alive. My light golem is actually on Vampire, I think on Vampire Revenge. So I thought that this would be a good matchup. Take out the Triana first, obviously, because she's a healer and she has the anti-death thing. My Delphoid got defense broken, and I was like, okay, well, should be able to sustain out of this. Got the continuous heals from the Fen Yang. I got her cleanse. Didn't work out like I wanted it to. They basically just outprocced me. I mean, you can't really say anything about that. They outprocced me. It happens in a game. At this point, I think I set my phone down and walked away because it's a little depressing. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, I came back, took a look at the things, and yeah, there's just no way I can do anything. Delphoid can't sustain past the violent procs. So let's take a look at our third match. Third match we go in against this tower here. We see a couple of things that I think are kind of cool. Definitely you can use Leo as your equalizer. I didn't expect Triana to be on Will. She was. And of course she doesn't derp. But I'm able to resist one of the bombs. My Leo doesn't die. My Rakan takes a significant amount of damage, but doesn't take the stun. Here we're able to get the collapse off. And get a provoke on the Triana, which saves us from her big S2 nuke. And then from here, multiple collapse procs. Easy win. So, sweet. Taking a look into this one, I figure we just go full water tanks. Really, the only thing you gotta worry about is Chao's got his, I think it's Justice on his skill 2. On a defense break, that could be painful. But, I mean, really, there's not a lot of damage coming from the... there's not a lot of damage coming from the Veligil. Not a lot of damage coming from the Rakan. We've got a heal in our Water Druid. We also have a heal from Camilla's passive. Everybody's just tanky. All we gotta do is take care of the Chow, keep the heals rolling, and that's it. I do have to speed this up a little bit, of course, because it does take a while. But once we get Chow down, it becomes focusing the Veligil, which is going to take a little bit because, of course, Ritesh can definitely heal him up. And, of course, they're going to be on Violet, so they're definitely going to be getting extra procs. It's just how the game works. But, yeah. Take care of the Veligil. As you can see, multiple procs into heals. But, yeah, we just take care of the Veligil and then work on to the Ritesh. And there you go. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at our next team that we're going to attack against too. So this one, I wanted to use Shizuka. I pulled her, I have her leveled up, I have her ruined, I have her skilled up, but I haven't really used her, so I figured her and Nana, and we'll throw in Vigor because really the only damage we gotta worry about is the Perna. So as you can see, Perna crits on water. We all know this, that has not changed. But Nana will keep her alive, then we'll be able to use our All Things in Nature, which is, for some reason, I'm a little let down by this skill. I thought it was a lot better. But, I mean, it's no big deal. We can use her S2 to continuously keep our Vigor off cooldown when he uses his heal. So that'll just keep us alive longer. As you can see, that's a decently fast. Not a Poseidon. Forget what his name is. The Wind Sea Emperor is definitely pretty quick, and he's on Violent, so kind of awkward going into that. But I mean, after that, we just got to deal with the Bastet because she's a defense breaker, and shouldn't be a problem. Again, as I said, we keep Vigor's S2 off cooldown as long as we don't have the heal block on our other monsters. Vigor's pretty tanky. He can take a couple shots. And here we go. And just like that, round or fourth match down. I'm sorry, that was the fifth match. Here, I think this would be kind of cool. Basically, we want to keep the Tyrannus from being able to revive, so the self-revive is more important than anything else. So we're going to go ahead and just get the Oblivion on him as soon as we're able to get the will off. And yeah, as you can see here, again, we've got double healers, so they're going to keep him alive for a little bit. But I really don't care. I want to make sure that he's the target. Because once he's down, now it's just a matter of beating up on the Beast Monks. The Kumar is definitely a bigger problem for me, mainly just because of the fact that he's fire, so he can definitely hurt me more than the Ritesh can. And of course, it's going to take a while just because of the fact that they're both going to meditate and they're both going to heal themselves up. Just a little annoying, but definitely something we can work with. Now, I didn't go into auto here just because I don't want Kaki to use his S2 until I have a good shot at killing him. And I was really afraid of it doing that, but ended up not being a problem because I was silenced when I had it anyway. After that, it's no big deal. Easy win, auto it out, on to the next round. And here, I thought it would be really fun just to bring a full counter team. The Joltan reflects damage, he's on revenge. The Jubel mitigates damage, also on revenge. And then the Kinky, if you don't deal so much damage, he attacks back. So I just thought this would be fun. Didn't get enough damage there to kill out the Samath, so I didn't get my Endure buff, but oh well, it happens. And just like that, on to the next round. In this particular fight, whenever I see a Dominic, I like to bring in this team. I really should just make it one of my presets. It's pretty much the only team that I use it with. Once in a while I'll put it in something else instead of the Rena. But literally Rena is able to tank the Dominic, so I don't have to worry too much about anything else. After we've gotten our rocks off, all we gotta do is wait for them to come down. And basically that's it. As you can see here, it's my Skogul, he's on Violent, but because he's going to be targeted by the Rakan, he'll be able to get his rock sooner. And the Tressar will just take Molly. Molly's passive doesn't come into effect at all here, because we're not actually dealing damage, we're just dealing pure HP damage. So yeah, we're good with that. And then our next fight in, I think we've got this Fenyang. I was like, yo, he's got wings. I really like that. So against Fenyang, I like to bring in Tractor. He can't be defense broken. He'll tank a lot of that damage. And then Fenyang will tank the damage from Leica. And Nora just deals lots of dots. So I figured that would be a good person to put in at the third spot. Also, her skill 1 gives you a little bit of a heal, so it'll keep me alive. Pretty okay with that. Once Leica's out of the way, becomes super simple. I want the provokes, but obviously we're not getting them. So we just gotta keep running through. Tractor's got the stun on skill 1. If we can get the defense break on him, that's even better, because much more damage. Just like that. And quite literally, once we get the damage in, it's just a matter of getting the Fenyang down. So auto it out, and we're good to go. And of course, I think we go into our final fight, and I find a Leo team. Now, for me, I love Leo teams. I always bring this into Leo. Leo's gonna hit my Megan. She's on Nemesis Will. So we got the huge attack lead from the Belager. Lucian will kill something, at least one, and then Belager just comes in and finishes it off. So yeah, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys saw some kind of offense that you can either replicate or utilize. I enjoyed, like I said, G1 guild fights are always so much more fun. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Laters.